So I needed to offset and animate the custom parameter from a material in an object. And so the way that you do that is I created just a 3D box. And the particular texture that I'm using is divided up into sections of 8. And so what I did was I basically took and moved the UVs to one-eighth of the total UV space. So then when I import that into Unreal, I made the material, because I need to animate it from 1 to 2 to 3. And the first thing you need to do is actually pull it into the sequencer. And so the parameter that we want to animate isn't exposed. So the original material had a custom UV. So usually this is set to 0. You need to set it to 1 so that you can add another custom UV. That'll give you the ability to do an offset. And then you just create a 1 float, convert that to a parameter, and I called that one UV offset, U offset, and then another one called UV offset. I appended those together, and then I added them with just texture coordinates. Once you plugged that into customize UV, that'll allow you to offset those. But kind of by default, those don't just come up in sequencer. So what you do is go in and create an instance of that material, and then you'll see these scalar parameter values are exposed. Then what you can do is obviously you would assign that texture to, or I'm sorry, that instance to the material, so that when you pull it into the sequencer, you can go to track and then add the static. Originally did by mistake, you do the material parameters element, and then in that material element 0, you can actually see the U offset and the V offset. Now, if I actually come back to 0 and set that U offset to 0, you can see I go from 1 to 2, and then I can do to 3 and so on, just by adding 0.25.